At 157 for Boone, Ashton Peterson. Carroll has an open weight at 157. Pleasant Valley has Grayson Willett. And Webster City has an open weight at 157. Moving on to 165, Boone has Brody Warwick. Carroll has Trevin Weaver. Pleasant Valley has Jackson Whitcomb. Webster City has Ridge Birmingham. For the Toreadors at 175, Trent Eckert. Carroll has Wyatt Finner. Pleasant Valley has Merritt Kelsball. Webster City has Briggs Pemble. Moving on to 190, Boone has Dante Carpenter. Carroll has Kieran Polkey. Pleasant Valley has Braden Muller. And Webster City has Eli Eastland. Moving to the 215 bracket, the Toreadors have Hayden Neera. Carroll has Clinton Polkey. Pleasant Valley, Blake Vonderhaar. Webster City has Cody Elliott. 285 bracket sees the Toreadors having Vincent Stevens. Carroll, Trent Truitt. Pleasant Valley has Dane Cox. Webster City has Cole Durenberg. And with the heavyweights, that was the heavyweights. The head coaches for each school, Ryan Ross for the Toreadors, Eric Nagel for Carroll. Pleasant Valley has Russ Hand, and Webster City has Drake Doolittle. Now, at this time, please stand, remove your hats as we honor our country and our flag with the playing of the national anthem.
Hello and welcome to the Boone Toreadors Varsity Wrestling Season Open Quadrangular. The Webster City Lynx, the Tigers of Carroll, the Spartans of Pleasant Valley have joined us tonight for some varsity wrestling action for the season opener for Boone, and is also the season opener for Webster City and Carroll. Pleasant Valley defeated Davenport Central in a duel back home for them last night. So, early season wrestling action. We are excited to see how these teams will do. How do you think Boone get a few victories tonight, Max?
I just think if they can just win some really big matches where they're not favored to win in and win a lot of them, I think they have a really good shot at winning, especially if they can get some good upsets.
Yeah, a lot of players on all of these teams that went to state last year, so there's going to be some interesting matchups here. As we see the Boone captains go to the center to start this duel out against Carroll, they will face first. Carroll returning 2 state qualifiers from last year. at 150 and 215. Michael Roeder and Quentin Polking, who won one match at state last year in consolations. So not too many ranked matchups, but going to be some good competitive matches for these varsity guys' first matches of the year tonight.
First up on the black mat, on the Boone versus Carroll, we have Tony Heenan versus Bentley Barber. And over on the red mat, we have the Webster City versus Pleasant Valley is Israel Torres versus Levi Bowman.
So Tony Heenan for Boone at 138 gets a quick pin early in the JV side of this one. Great start for Boone on the JV. And I believe we're going to see another JV match here.
Fox Schroeder.
Yeah, here at 190 for Boone, we'll see who it is for Carroll. Caden Clark or Levi Gannon is what's listed.
It is. Cannon.
Cannon, so Levi Cannon for Carroll here. So Fox Schroeder for Boone gets the victory in that one. Took him 3 periods to take him down, but gets the takedown at the end to make this one 7-3. And another win on the JV side for Boone here in these first 2 matches. And we will go to JV again, I believe, at heavyweight here.
Final JV match, too.
Yeah, Eli Good for Boone at heavyweight, and Yanray Rodriguez for Carroll. So we get to see the big boys go now.
Yeah.
So Eli Good in the 3rd JV match here gets pinned for Boone, but they go 2-1 in the JV. And now we'll see the first varsity match here. Easton Landis for Boone at 106, a very highly touted freshman for Boone. Done a lot in the AAU ranks in the past few years in the middle school. And he will face Caden Crowell of Carroll. And they're off in the first period here. Landis shooting immediately and gets a leg. Lost it, and now he's dropped his man. 3 on a takedown and looking for more. Immediate action from Landis. Trying to turn him here. Almost gets him turned, and he kind of does over his head. tough position for Crowell right now. And he gets pinned. Easton Landis, not even a minute in. It took him 38 seconds to pin the Crowell of Carroll. And Boone gets 16 points right away here. So now we go to 113. Another freshman for Boone, Aiden Harris, will face Jace Kennebeck of Carroll here. And Harris, another freshman for Boone that also done a lot in the AAU ranks. And it's going to be a forfeit, so Boone's going to get more points there. And we're going to go right to 120, I believe, where we will get a match. Mason Ostanek for Boone, two-time state qualifier coming in for his junior year. And he will get forfeited again, so Boone gets 2 straight on open for Carroll. Now we come to 126. Isaac McLeod versus Carson Tedrow of Carroll. So Boone quick up 18-0 on the team score off of 6 points each in those first 3. And McLeod will get it going here. Shot from Tedrow, and he'll get 3 quick on McLeod. Pushing towards the edge of the mat here as McLeod will try to get out of this. He's almost got him turned now. Looking for the near fall. He'll get 2 off of near fall to make it 5-0. McLeod will get the escape, so 5-1 as they come off the mat and get back to the center. Minute 18 to go in this first period. Shot from Tedrow. Quick 3 call in the escape from McLeod. 8-2 now. Very quick takedown call on that one by the referee. Another shot and another takedown for Carson Tedrow. And it's going to be 11-2 in this first period here at 126. He'll let him get up and make it 11-3, but up by 8, approaching tech fall territory as another drive and 3, looking for the pin, and he's going to be really close. McLeod in a really bad position. And doesn't have it yet. Really nice, and now he gets it. I was just going to say a nice job to fight it off, but then McLeod will get pinned by Carson Tedrow, so Carroll will get on the board with 6 and make it 18-6 here. What do you think about that match, Max?
McLeod just couldn't get anything to go his way. He just was straight to the ground and was trying to fight to get back up and just couldn't.
Yeah, nice match from the Carroll Tigers there as we go to 132 now. Cameron Lowry on varsity as A.J. Braddock moves up to 138 for these first few matches at least. So it's going to be Lowry versus Colin Tedrow, the brother, for Carroll here. As we get going here. Quick shot by Tedrow, and he's got Lowry down immediately in a 3 call there for the takedown. Trying to turn him as Lowry staying on his knees here. Trying to get up. Now he gets rolled. Near fall points counting down. Lowry spins out of it. A nice job there, but a 4 call in the near fall makes it 7-0. So halfway through this first period, 7-0 in favor of Colin Tedrow of Carroll. Lowry almost got out of it. He gets rolled again on the edge of the mat. Really close. Right in front of the Carroll bench there. Going to be at least 4 in the near fall, and they pin him. 2 straight pins for Carroll makes this one competitive again. 12-18 and the 18, and these team scores are running up quickly. Have not had a match that hasn't gone for 6. We go to 138. AJ Braddock for Boone, coming off of a 8th place finish at state in his junior year. He's ranked number 5 at 132, wrestling up to 138 for this one. He will face Damian Rodriguez of Carroll in this match. And this is another one where I can see Boone getting 6 with Braddock. Braddock off quickly, got him turned in a quick 3 call for AJ Braddock. He'll let him up on the escape to Rodriguez, going for points here. Gets the leg, looking for the roll, and he's gonna get another 3 at center mat to make it 7-1, and a quick mat return there. Nice throw there from Braddock. And now getting near fall points as he hasn't completely turned. Rodriguez trying to fight it away, but he can't. And Braddock will get the pin 40 seconds in for Boone. Get another 6 on the pin for Boone to make this one 24-12. And can't say that I didn't expect that from the state returner, 8th place last year, and he's looking to make a semifinal top 4 run. As we now get to 144, Tate Hollenkamp for Boone will face Jake Kinkady. Yeah, Kinkady of Carroll here. What did you think about that match, Max?
Yeah, Rodriguez was no match for Braddock. Braddock just got him on his back. And in almost about a minute, Braddock had him pinned, and a quick win for Boone.
Yeah, could have done it even quicker, let him up a few times, acquire some more points, and now eventually got the pin, and now we're going to see Hollenkamp for Boone and Kinkady of Carroll here at 150, approaching halfway through our weights in this first duel. Quick leg grab for Hollenkamp and a throw him down quickly. What a takedown for Hollenkamp as he has him on his back, driving him off the mat. But what a powerful drive by Hollenkamp to throw him down and get the crowd agrees and likes that one, showing their support. After the restart here, Hollenkamp almost let him up, but now he's got him back and looking to flip him. Has him rolled and looking for the pin. He's getting near fall points here. Gonna be at least 4 if he lets him out of this, but now almost has those hips flipped and he got him. Tate Hollenkamp with the pin at 144. 30-12 Boone here. Going to 150, Owen Thomas, another freshman, part of this great freshman class for Boone. Another guy who was, I believe, a top 5 state finisher in the AAU ranks last year in 8th grade. He will face Michael Roeder, a state returner from last year, so this is a highly anticipated matchup, and looks like it'll be a good one. We are off in the first. Roeder on a shot, drives him down, and they're going to call off Matt. No points there, and Thomas got lucky. He runs immediately to the center. 13 seconds in, we'll restart. Roeder with a leg. Thomas gets it back on the steal. Looking for it. He will get not three. And finally gets a takedown call. And now he's got him down on his back. Looking for the pin in what would be a huge matchup. And he gets it. Owen Thomas in his first matchup takes down a state returner, Michael Roeder. And the crowd showing their support for that one. A big win there for Boone to make it 36-12, and now we move to 157. Ashton Peterson for Boone against an open for Carroll, so this will be 6 for Boone. 165 now. Brody Warwick, who is ranked preseason number 7 here at 165, against Trevian Weber of Carroll. So Warwick will look to get more team points for Boone here. What did you think about that pin from Thomas, Max?
Yeah, Thomas got him all the way down, got that first takedown that didn't get points, but then got that second one to finish it off, and then just got really good positioning, got him on his back.
As Warwick immediately gets 3. Looking for it. Lets him up, still has that leg. Now looking for a huge mat return. Doesn't quite get it as he was brought down to the ground. Weber with a leg now as they're tangled up, and Weber is almost flipped there as Warwick had the ankle. Goes back to belly. Looking to roll him here, and does. And now looking for points. Gonna let him back and gets 4 on the near fall to make it 7-0. Another drive here will get him almost rolled. On his side now is Weber, as Boone has dominated this match in the duel so far. Has him on his back. Odd positioning for both of these guys. Looking for another 4 and maybe the pin. Gonna be really close, and he got it. Brody Warwick starts off the senior year with a victory. A state returner from last year makes this 42-12 Boone. And we go to 175, Trent Eckerd, the sophomore, coming up from 150 as a freshman. He made state last year. He will face Wyatt Venner of Carroll, and Eckerd bulked up in the offseason, moved up to 175 from 150, and is looking to make a good run here in his sophomore year. This is how he will get it started. Eckerd with the shot, driving him off the mat. Gonna move back to center kind of here. Gets it double leg, but they say he's off the mat, and gonna come back to center. A lot of backing up for Venner here, not many shots, a lot of defense. Looking for the wrist lock is Eckerd. Shot from Venner will go to nothing. A lot of hand fighting here. Eckerd with a great ankle pick. He will get 3. Really nice move from Trent Eckerd to get the 3 and start off the scoring here. Not quite a minute in, as his headgear comes undone here. So 53 seconds into this first period, Eckerd looking to, after he broke the ice, looking to up his points here. On the restart, Eckert going to drive him forward. Still looking for that flip as he's got a arm here, and now Venner will get one leg back up. Looking to roll him as we'll go back towards the center here. Eckert riding out the rest of this period, it appears, here with 30 seconds. Looking for the roll here. Getting closer to it with 13 to go in the period, and this looks like we're going to go to a second period at least here. And that will be it. The first period, Eckert leading 3-0. Got the one takedown, a lot of hand fighting, but Venner has done very good to not let Eckert roll him on the ground as he's riding bottom there. What do you like to see Trent do in the second here, Max?
Maybe just try to roll him some more if he can. He didn't get very many points, and maybe just try to go, at least try to get another 3 in the second period.
Yeah, I think going to wear him down here as we start and look to maybe score a lot more here in these last 2 if it goes that long. Got him rolled. Now looking for points. Gonna get 4 on near fall. We'll see if he can get the pin. Hasn't flipped his hips yet, and he got it. Trent Eckert starting off the sophomore campaign with a pin. Team score is gonna go to 48-12. We go to 190. Dante Carpenter for Boone. Kieran Polking for Carroll. And looks to be an exciting match here. Polking a lot of length. He's very tall, so see if Carpenter can fend off the athleticism of Polking. Who, Kieran Polking. A lot of hand fighting between the two of them, as nobody's really taken a solid shot so far. Minute through this first period, and no points so far for each of these guys. Shot from Polking will get 3. As Carpenter's flung to the floor here, less than 30 to go in the first period here. $10 to go in the first period, and it looks like Carpenter's going to survive to the second here. His team score 54-12 now. And Carroll going to look to get some points in this one. Carpenter takes top to start. Gets a leg and looking for the mat return. Polking gets away in the escape point, makes it 4-0. Another 3 for Polking. 7-0. Looking for the roll, got him in a cradle here. And not much Carpenter can do as Polking will get the pin. Gonna give Carroll the team score up to 18, and we look next to 215, the weight class, with Hayden Neerum, another freshman for Boone, and Quentin Polking for Carroll, a state returner, a man who won one match in the consolation rounds at state last year, so gonna look to give Carroll some more points here and start off his season nice, but Neerum could get a good upset to start his high school career. We're off here. Both of these Polking kids, as he's going to flip into the ground immediately. Very athletic, a lot of length. So 3 quick for Polking. Neerum back to his knees, trying to get out of this one. Hand behind his back cannot be a comfortable position for Neerum there as Polkin trying to get the roll, but Neerum's doing a really nice job to stay down. Neerum trying to get up, he's got him by the head. Back to the ground and in a bad position here is Neerum. And he gets the pin. So the Polking brothers go 2 for 2 for Carroll, makes this team score 24-54. As we get to the heavyweight here, 285, Vincent Stevens, the sophomore for Boone. Trent Truitt for Carroll. Here is it's gonna be a good one to cap off this duel as Boone is locked up to win, but gonna be a good one here. Hand fighting early on the other side, only to 165, Pleasant Valley versus Webster City, but Pleasant Valley leads 46-6, 52-6 rather, so they're gonna run away with that meet at once as they get to 175. A lot of drive from Stevens so far, showing a lot of strength here. Wrestling aggressive in the hand fighting category as they're going locked heads. Vincent Stevens drove off the mat by Truitt. What do you think Stevens can do here to get some points, Max?
Maybe just try not to just don't get on the ground on your back and just make sure he just can't get any takedown points. Yeah, good insight there is Stevens just needs to not get overpowered like he did there. Try to wrestle aggressive and find some points as we're a minute in already now in this first period. Under a minute to go. These two have been locked heads pretty much the whole time. True, gonna throw him to the side and back to straight up and back to hand fighting. Off the mat again. 30 seconds to go. Boone coach gonna give some words of wisdom to Stevens here for the last 30.
Truitt with a leg. Double leg on the edge. Ran off the mat, and Stevens gets lucky on that one. Evades the points from Truitt of Carroll. 13 seconds now in this first period. And that will be how this one ends, 0-0 in the first period here. Stevens and Truitt going at it to cap off this one against Carroll. Boone will wrestle Webster City next. So, might not be as competitive as this one has been, although it hasn't really been that. But another good opportunity for Boone as Stevens will take top in the second and show some aggressiveness immediately. Looking for that ankle. Drives him off the edge of the mat. So 12 seconds into this one. Truitt gets a leg back from Stevens. And he will go 3. Oh, it's a 2 on the reversal rather, but nice one there for Truitt. Now he can try to make something happen on top. Has him turned. Hips are flipped. Stevens trying to evade it, but he can't. Truitt will get the pin. Trent Truitt didn't close out this duel. So it's going to be 30 points of Carroll, 54 to Boone. So the Doors will get the victory in this first one. A nice way to open their season. Every single one of these matches was 6 points one way or the other. So few competitive matches, but eventually Boone, or Carroll rather, in 2 that they got have fairly dominated. So a good success for the Doors, and we'll be back for the Webster City matchup here in a few moments. First JV match here, Macon Robinson at 2:15 against Peyton Wiesberg of Webster City. So Drosty gets pinned in the first period for Boone. In that one, as Wiesberg gets the victory.
Robinson.
Yeah, Robinson, not Drosty. Drosty is up next. So yeah, Dominic Drosty against Israel Torres. Drosty gets pinned in this one against Torres. Now we're going to go to the varsity matchups. Easton Landis for Boone at 106. I told you about him earlier, but a highly touted freshman got a pin in his first match. And yeah, now we're going to have captains come out here. And it looks like Landis is going to get a match against Angel Ramirez of Webster City in this first one. So, as it shows, there's only going to be one open spot for Webster City at 157. So, tentatively, Ashton Peterson would get 6 there. Team points, we will see if that changes, but that's how it looks so far. What do you think Boone can do to get this dual win here?
Do the same thing I think they did against Carroll, just try to get quick pins, keep the matches moving, and just try to build up to this and just give it your all against Pleasant Valley, which should be the most competitive matchup tonight.
Yeah, Webster City here, a team only returning one guy from state last year. That's Cody Elliott at 215, but a lot of fighters in this lineup for the Lanks. And Landis and Ramirez will get us going. In the first one, looks like it's going to be a nice one. And we are off. Both guys on the ground as we start. Both of them working low to the ground here. A lot of hand fighting. Landis trying to find a shot. Gonna stand up and get back to the middle here. And both of these guys just feeling each other out, looking for the good opportunity. Landis gets 3. Just quick, speedy grab for Landis to make it 3-0, and now he's going to look to put more on him. Ramirez doing a nice job trying to get out of it. Back up, and the escape will go to Ramirez. Landis right back on him. Ramirez looking tired on the edge of the mat, backing towards his own corner. Landis gonna spin around, not quite yet. Ramirez will get a leg, throws Landis down, working them very close. Each of them have each other's. Ramirez still has that leg as Landis can't quite get it yet. Now he gets the 3. Nice play by Landis to work that leg out of there, get 3. We're working on the edge of the mat here. Under 30 to go in this first period, and now we're off. So they're going to go back to center with Landis on top. 20 to go in this first period, 6-1. And Ramirez holding his knee, something you don't want to see. Hopefully he's okay. Stretching him out. We're going to take a break here. So Ramirez grimacing, gonna try to strive out the rest of this one, but hopefully he's okay. 6-1 Landis on the lead, 104 to go here. Or no, yeah, 20, under 20. Landis trying to flip him. Under 10 to go in the first. And as he has him flipped with the clock running, that's the period. He'll get 4 on the near fall, make it 10-1. And he's got 2 periods to try to tech him if he can't get the pin here. Already up 9. Tech makes it, he gets the tech at 15. You're going to start neutral. Ramirez takes a shot and has a leg. Landis with a great spin on him. Tremendous reversal move to get 3. Up 12, he's 3 away from the tech. Near fall will get it to him. Has him rolled. Looking for the tech fall or maybe the pin. He got the pin. Easton Landis. High-powered victory in the first match at 106 makes it 6-0 Boone. We go to 113. Aiden Harris for Boone, the freshman. I gave you the spiel earlier, but another good one against Lincoln Brookshire of Webster City. Brookshire kid that is tall, got a lot of length here against Harris. So see if he can use that to his advantage here in our second matchup. And we are off. Harris with 3 quick. Nice move there by Aiden Harris to start off the scoring. He'll bring him up. And now a really nice move to put him. Fans calling for points. Doesn't get him, but nice move there as he put him on his back. And he gets him back to the floor now. Brookshire trying to get up and shed him. Nice roll there. Couldn't quite save it, but Brookshire will get out of it. And it's 1-3. Harris a few shots. Brookshire looking maybe gassed already in this first. You know, a lot of these wrestlers first meet, you could see them not quite be able to go as hard as long as you see them be able to at the end of the year. As Brookshire is going to shoot, almost has a leg. Harris, another nice move, similar to what Landis has done in that other match to get another 3, make it 6-1, and now he's going to ride on top. 40 to go in the first period. Has him rolled. Looking for points. Brookshire nice to get out of it. As Brookshire's not flipped his hip, so gonna struggle to get it. It's gonna come back to his belly. Has him rolled again. Brookshire trying to get out of it, but really nice by Harris so far, looking for the pin, and he got it. Aiden Harris bringing the crowd to life with a pin there. 12-0 Boone early. Really nice victory by the freshman. We go to 120, and Mason Ostanek is going to get his first match of the night against Ty Bingham of Webster City. Ostanek, a state returner, 2-time state qualifier. We'll see what he can do here. What do you think Mason can do with this match, Max?
It is his first match, so he might be a little slow, but if he can just, he did qualify for state, so he should be able to get this kid and maybe try to finish him off nice and quick.
Yeah, first match, maybe working off the rust, but looking for something here. He's got a leg on the edge of the mat, right by the Boone bench. Brings him back to the middle. Spins him around again as he's fighting to get that leg all the way up. Now he'll take him down. Running away. They give him a quick 3. We're off the mat. And no escape call for Webster City, so Boone might have got a break there. And Mason Ostenek's going to get top now, as otherwise Webster City would have got away with 1, as almost got out. Ostenek keeps the ankle. No escape, so going to continue to ride. What a mat return from Ostenek on the edge of the mat. And they say off. Back to the middle. Ostenek will come back on top. But a really high, powerful play there on the mat return. Nice roll to almost get out of this one. Does Bingham. Ostenek gonna try to bring him back down to the ground. Now he's reversed it. Reversal for Ty Bingham makes it 2-3. And now after all of that in the first minute, Ostenek not up as much as he would like. No escape point yet for Ostenek. Now he gave it to him, and the escape makes it 4-2. And they're going to look to score some more as Ostenek was brought to his knees. He gets back up. They're pretty locked into each other right now. Has the roll. Nothing. No points, and that will end the period. Wow. Both coaches wanted points there. Ostenek will defer, take top. We're off in the second period. Ostenek trying to bring him back to the ground. He's blood time here. Is his finger? No. Yeah, blood time. Looks like his nose, maybe. So we'll be back in a second after the timeout. back after the blood stop. Ostanek will stay on top. Minute 48 to go in this second period. Ostanek with a leg, looking for the mat return. Not quite as powerful as he wanted, but gonna bring him back down to the ground. Now got him on his, as he's in a sitting position, trying to crawl away from it, and Ostanek with the roll back on top now. Bingham back to his feet, but not out of it yet. Now they're gonna give the escape. 3-4. Is it here? A minute to go in this second, and this one's been fairly competitive so far. Both of these guys looking for the advantage position as they work towards the edge of the mat. Oh, Ostanek brought him to the ground, but they say no points. They were off the mat, so a tough break there. 40 seconds to go in the second period, and even match so far, 3-4. Two of the, Ostanek has one on escape. So does Bingham, but Bingham with the reversal that gave him the 3 points. What do you think Mason can do to finish this one off, Max?
Try to keep those takedowns in the ring, or in the circle, as he has gotten 2 now. He's got, that first one he got saved by the period ending, and right there another one, he just gets off the mat for the second time.
Yeah, maybe think about a stall call on Bingham at some point here. Is really been backing off to the edge, and Ostanek has not benefited from it, as we are under 10 to go in the second. This one's going to go to 3. Here's the hand fight, a shot from Bingham, but that'll end the period. 4-3 in favor of Mason Ostanek here at 120. Bingham will start on top for the third period, so Ostanek an opportunity to get the escape point. And we are off. Bingham really working on top so far. Not much movement from either of these guys. As Ostanek has kind of struggled on bottom, he'll get kind of got let out there, make it 5-3. Hand fighting towards the edge of the mat now. Ostanek will drive him off again. And again, at some point, you think about a stall on Bingham. He's been backing off the whole way. Shot there from Bingham does not aid him, as Ostanek has him by the shoulders, driving him back. Still nothing. And again, working on the edge of the mat near the Torador bench. Works it out of bounds, and we're back to the middle again at neutral. Minute 3 to go in this one. Ostanek by 2, 5-3. Man, Mason could have a lot more points if he got a few of these takedowns on mat. There's a shot from Bingham. Ostanek will spin him off the mat again. Wow. Just working the edge of the mat the whole time. And some of it's been Bingham backing off. Some of it's Ostanek just driving. Under a minute to go. A lot of hand fighting now. Ostanek maybe trying to run this clock here, under 40 to go, but don't want to get a stall call. 30 to go. Bingham going to try. Ostanek will fling him around. No points yet as Bingham still with a leg. 20 to go, and high energy now. Bingham's got to go. Back to neutral out high. 15 seconds remain. Another drive from Bingham. Ostanek will bring him to the ground.
looking for the pin, and he got it with 5 to go. What a play by Mason Ostanek. Short clock. Bingham went for it to take the lead, but put it right back at him. 3-8 your final. And how about that one, Max? Yeah, Ostanek finally got one in the circle, got his pin that he's been looking for the entire match.
Going to 126. Isaac McLeod and Tariq Burton of Webster City here. So Boone up 18-0 in the team points, but that one sure was big to get a pin, and it could be a lot less points for Boone. After that one is both of these guys are going to scrap towards the center of the mat. .30 seconds in and nothing for either of these guys. McLeod with a leg. Burton gonna grab one. McLeod trying to roll him. He gets 3. Nice one there from Isaac McLeod to start off the scoring here. Now almost had him rolled. And was looking for more points on top. McLeod still riding top. 30 seconds to go in this one. McLeod almost has him rolled. Looking for it. Circling around. Has him rolled. Getting points on the near fall. And he got the pin. How about it? Isaac McLeod makes this one 24-0 in favor of the Doors. A nice first period pin there. What do you think about that one, Max?
Yeah, he had him that entire time and just finally got the positioning to get him down for that pin.
Yeah, I just worked him down and got it. Next, we have Cameron Lowry for Boone versus Sydney Walker of Webster City. Other way, it's 21-0 Pleasant Valley over Carroll on the other mat. First non-pin of the night that I've seen was Tedrow over, or Pulver over Tedrow. We're off on the Boone mat. Lowry versus Walker. A lot of energy to start it off. Lowry looking for stuff on the edge of the mat. Gonna work to the middle as Walker, a taller guy. He's got to get a double leg here and get 3 quick here, 20 seconds in. Lowry almost off the mat. A lot of spinning from Walker, and now they'll say he was off. So we're going to work back to the middle here. A minute 33 to go in the first period. Boone 24, Webster City 0. Walker on top here, driving Lowry. Now he's got him rolled. Lowry with the reversal. Doesn't quite have him, as has a leg, and they're going to say off. And the Boone bench is not happy about that one. Lowry, that was a very questionable call. Lowry almost had the reversal, and then they say he was off the mat, so still 3-0. And a lot of tension so far in this one. Lowry getting up. Gets the escape, and now he's got a chance at more. Looking for something here, as Walker's going to push forward. Has the ankle. And did they not give him an escape earlier? Must not have given him his escape, as Lowry is now getting pinned. Sydney Walker gets it at 132, 6 points for Boone, but a really nice, or 6 points for Webster City rather, but a really, really nice effort from Cameron Lowry of Boone here at 132. Webster City gets their first points of the match in this one, and now we're going to go to 138. AJ Braddock, you know the story on him. 8th at state last year, moving up a weight class, or 2 weight classes at least for these first few matches. I've been told he's going to move back down to 132, but he will get going here against Dawson Bertrand of Webster City and look to get his second victory of the night. What do you think about Braddock in this one, Max?
Yeah, he should be able to just make this one quick, hopefully, as this kid does not look to be able to keep up with Braddock after him just getting a quick 3.
Yeah, quick 3 from Braddock and lets him away, so he's going for all the points he can here. Nice ankle grab there. Trying to roll him. Back, and now he gets 3. Huge mat return there from Braddock. A nice one there to make it 6-1. Now working top, looking for the pin. Almost has him rolled. Really close. Now getting counted down on near fall points. And he got the pin. Took him 49 seconds on this one. AJ Braddock gets it done. He's 2-0 tonight and 2-0 on the year. 30 Boone, 6 Webster City. We move on to 144. Tate Hollenkamp pinned his man in the first match against Carroll, and now he will face Gavin Winecoop of Webster City. And we are off in this one. Shot early from Hollenkamp, working his knees, now back to the feet. Looking for that leg as he drives him to the edge of the mat. Weird jump back from Hollenkamp there. Maybe felt a little pain, but he's going to keep trying here. A lot of quick shooting from both of these guys. Hollenkamp driven off the edge, and they're going to be off. No points on that one, but both the guys showing fight early in this one. Less than 30 seconds in. A lot of hand fighting here now. Still looking for something from either of these guys. 1:10 to go in this period. 0-0 still. There's a nice shot from Hollenkamp to get a leg. Now he's got him over his head. Gonna lean forward and try to roll him, but Winecoop had an ankle, and they're gonna say off mat. 46 seconds, we go neutral at the middle again. How do you think Tate can get some points here, Max?
Yeah, you had him right there, just could not. They're too far off the edge. If they were in the middle, he might have been those points. Maybe just try to get the same thing going, and you might actually get a pin here.
Yeah, kind of been the story for Boone, at least in this one against Webster City. A lot of points scored that weren't on the board off as they were off the mat, and they're going to continue to hand fight here, looking for positioning. 20 seconds to go now in this first period, and might go into the second one 0-0. As there's a nice shot from Hollenkamp to get a leg, but the same move that he pulled earlier did Winecoop. Short time here. We're going to roll him on his back. Now, no points called to end the period. And quite the call there on no points. Boone coach going to talk to the official. Wanted something called there as Winecoop tried to grab the ankle from over top his head. Doesn't get the call that he wanted. And we are going to start this second period at 0-0. Hollenkamp going to take top. So an opportunity for Winecoop to get on the board with an escape point here. But Hollenkamp was really nice on top when he didn't even have a takedown. So we'll see if he can get the roll here. Trying to roll him now. Dead center of the mat. Looking for something here as they just continue to look for positioning on the ground here. Hollenkamp looking to flip him by the legs first. Minute in, it's been Hollenkamp the whole way in this period. Rode him out for at least a full minute now. Back to his feet is Weinkoop. Hollenkamp looking for the mat return. He will get it, but he's off the mat, and we're going to go back to middle. Hollenkamp will stay on top here. 49 to go in this second period, rather. At the other end, Pleasant Valley's made it 27-6 over Carroll at 1:44 currently. Weinkoop to his feet. Hollenkamp looking to put him back down. Drives him off the edge of the mat. Wow. And got him back down, but another off-mat call that was very, very close. They're right in front of the Boone bench. So under 40 to go. It's going to be Hollenkamp on top again. He's rode him the whole period. And this just really wears a guy down on bottom. Call, they're going to restart. 34 seconds in the second. 0-0 still. Got him back down to the ground. Hollenkamp in a kind of tough position here, but looking for something. 20 to go in the second period. Back to the ground, looking for the roll, and he gets it. Hollenkamp looking for the pin. Under 10 to go. We'll see if he can get something before the period. And that will be the period. Hollenkamp gets 3 on the near fall. 3-0 going into the fourth, or the third rather, not the fourth. Hollenkamp will be bottom this set. Now we're going to be neutral. So, it's going to be 1 on the call, point for Boone, so 4-0 going to be neutral. A lot of hand fighting here. Hollenkamp with a shot. Weinkoop on the back. 1, and he'll get 3 and make this one competitive. Hollenkamp trying to get out of it. 3-4 Hollenkamp off the mat, and they'll say both of them are. They gave him the escape, so it's 3-5. Minute 32 to go. And this one looks like it's going to be a close one coming down to the wire here. Minute 15 to go here, and these guys still up top looking for points. Hollenkamp with a nice shot there to get a leg. Looking for a 3. Still nothing. Under a minute to go. How do you think Hollenkamp can pull this one out, Max?
Keep doing what he's been doing. He's had him multiple times, but as Webster City's done this entire match is just stay on the edge and force them into getting you off the edge.
Yeah, Webster City, Weinkoop staying alive, or they call it stalemate on that one. They're going to go back to the middle. 40 seconds to go. Hollenkamp driven down at 3, called for Weinkoop. And they coaches tell him to keep him down. Up 1 here, 30 seconds to go. Something got to happen for Tate Hollenkamp, his second match of the night. Clock continues to tick, 20 seconds left. He needs to get up to tie this back up. Really nice top riding here by Weinkoop. 10 seconds. Time running out on Tate Hollenkamp. And that will do it. Gavin Weinkoop gets the decision victory at 144 over Tate Hollenkamp of Boone. And he makes this one another 3 team points for Carroll, or Webster City. And we're going to get to 150. Owen Thomas and Andrew Vaughn. Thomas, the freshman, got a big pin against state returner Michael Roeder in his first match against Carroll. And now he'll look to top that off with a victory here. A lot of hand fighting for wrist control early. Thomas will bring him down to the ground. Vaughn still with an arm, so no 3 yet. Gonna flip him around, still no 3. No takedown, and now Thomas will get it. Thomas looking to put him on his back. Gets the roll. Really close now. Back to his stomach. He gets 4 on the near fall to make it 7-0. So a minute in, it's 7-0 Owen Thomas. Looking for the roll again. He's got him in the cradle. Thomas looking for the pin. Nice play by Vaughn to get out of that one. Gets another 4 to make it 11-0. Now we're in tech fall territory here. Another 4 would put it up. Thomas looking to get 4 more and end this one off in the first period. 30 seconds now to go. Almost had him turned. Now he will have him. Really close now, looking for the pin. Might do it. 12 to go in the first period. Vaughn trying to get it, but Owen Thomas gets his second pin of the night with 8 seconds to go in the first period. And it makes it 36-9 in favor of Boone. What do you think about Thomas in that one, Max?
Just completely dominated him. He got everything to go his way. And almost even got the tech fall if that wouldn't have been a pin.
Yeah, we predicted this earlier, and Peterson's going to get a free 6. They're at 157, and we go to 165, and now it's Brody Warwick of Boone, number 7 in the state at 3A at 165 against Ridge Burninghouse of Webster City. As Boone has officially locked up this meet in the team point category. Warwick, 3 quick ones. Just like that. He gets the takedown. Big mat return there. Now he's got him rolled. Looking for points. Gonna be at least 4 on the near fall, and that will be it, the 4 to make it 7-0. Going similar to how the one went at 150. Back to neutrally escape for Burninghouse. Another 3 for Warwick. He gets the ankle and flips around to make it 10-1. And again, we are in tech fall territory, up 9. Has him on his back now. Dangerous position for Burninghouse, and he got the pin. Brody Warwick makes himself 2-0 on the night on a nice one there. Quick and easy, took him 52 seconds to put down Ridge Burninghouse. We go to 175. Trent Eckert for Boone and Briggs Pepple for Webster City here, as the team score now 48-9 in favor of Boone. On the other end at 150 currently, Pleasant Valley leads the team score 33-6. And we're off, and Eckert against Pepple. Eckert has him up on the air, and a nice return for 3 points on the takedown. A nice move from Trent Eckert early on that one. Gonna drag him back onto the mat and look to roll him. A nice play there. Has him rolled. Nice play by Pepple to flip himself all the way around and back to his stomach. Eckerd working on the edge of the mat, gonna get close to rolling him again. He's got his legs up in the air, and he got the pin. What a play by Trent Eckerd, his second pin of the night. And Boone continues to rack up the victories. What do you think about that one, Max?
It had him on the edge of the mat, that same spot the entire time. Almost got him. They almost got out, but Eckerd pulled him back in towards the center to keep the match going.
We go to 190, Dante Carpenter against Eli Estland of Webster City. Estland, the brother of, I believe, Ty Estland is his name, who went to state last year as a senior and now graduated. But we'll see if winning runs in the family here, if Carpenter can get it done. Carpenter lost his first match against Kieran Polking of Carroll. On the mat early, and it looks like it's going to be 3 for Eli Estland, quick and fast on that one, not even 20 seconds in. Dragging him around the mat now. Gets him rolled, and now Carpenter trying to get out of this, but he can't. Pinned in 44 seconds there is Carpenter, and Webster City's going to get their third victory of the night against Boone at 190, and now we're going to go to 215. It's Hayden Niram of Boone, the freshman, against Cody Elliott, the Lone State returner for Webster City. So another tough matchup for Niram. He faced Quentin Polking in the first matchup, who went to state last year also, and Niram got pinned. So see if he can redeem himself with a few more points in this one and maybe not get pinned as they're driving each other around. It's going to be 3 for Elliott there. A nice spin to get it on top. Elliott continues to ride him out on top. He's got Niram on his side. He'll work himself back to his stomach and get out of the dangerous position there. Now Niram to his back. Another nice play to get back to his stomach, to his knees. Driven back to the floor. And what do you think about this one, Max?
Yeah, Niram has not been able to get back up since he first went down and has not really moved either at all very well. So we might get the pin in this one.
Yeah, as you say that, maybe let Niram back up, and 1 point will go on the escape to Niram of Boone, and now Elliott will look for more here. 45 seconds to go in the first period. These two continue to hand fight out the center. Shot from Niram is completely erased, and Elliott will turn it into 3 points for himself and make it 6-1. 20 seconds to go in this first period. Elliott on top now as Niram tries to get out of this. Under 10 to go. Niram looking for a point before the period would be huge. That'll be the period as wanted a locked Coach Boone wanted a locked hands call, doesn't get it, but it'll be 6-1, and Elliott's gonna take bottom here, so Niram's gonna get on top and try to score some points of himself, maybe roll him, but haven't seen him really on top at all tonight, so we'll see what he can do. Lets him out of this one, and it's 7-1 in favor of Elliott. Continue to hand fight at the center. Niram might be his longest stretch not being on the ground here. Maybe look at a shot. 40 seconds into the second period, 7-1. A shot from Elliott will get a leg. Now looking for the three, and he'll get it. 10-1. Now Cody Elliott puts it into tech fall territory now. Up 9, needed to be 15, and he's got 3 more minutes to do it. Gonna let him out. 10-2. He escaped to Niram, and Elliott gonna look for more points. Continue to hand fight at the center. 40 seconds to go now in the second period. Niram has persevered a lot in this match and done a good one to not get pinned yet, as another three will go to Estlin. Will let him back up. Up by 10 now. Niram driven down another three. 15 seconds to go in the second period. Elliott by 13. Needs 2 to tech fall him. And Niram will make this one the third period, and good on him to make this one go to 3 here, as he's down by 13 points. Elliott will be... No, he's going to take neutral, as Elliott's going to look for a takedown to put away this match at tech fall. Two to go. He will get a leg, get 3, and that will be it. Tech fall as Elliott, the state returner, takes down Hayden Niram. Niram falls to 0-2 in the night, facing 2 state qualifiers from last year, so he's had a really tough night, but good on him for the fight he's put forth. Now we go to the heavyweights, 285. Vincent Stevens for Boone and Cole Norenberg of Webster City. On the other mat, 42-6 is a Pleasant Valley lead, but at 165, Carroll has tied it at 12-12, 40 seconds to go in the third period. Looking to be a good one as Normal will get on Stevens early and get a quick 3 points. And Stevens is pinned just like that. So 19 seconds is how long he went. Another tough matchup, and Boone really struggling in the heavyweight category. Just doesn't quite have the strength in that one, but they're really filled out everywhere else. Few gaps, but this is a really nice roster for Boone as they take this one 54-20, your team score final. And it'll be a little bit as Pleasant Valley only to 175 on the other way, who will be Boone's next opponent. So we will see you after a break for the final matchup of the night for Boone. All right, Boone's third match of the night, the one we've been waiting for. Boone versus Pleasant Valley, the only two 3A schools at this quadrangular. Pleasant Valley returns 5 or 6 state qualifiers from last year. Boone returns 4. So this is a highly touted match. We're going to start on the JV side. It's going to be Brody McNace of Boone versus Holden Lindeman of Pleasant Valley. So McNace gets pinned in that one for Boone. He took 2 periods to do it, so good fight there for him in his first match of the season. We're going to go JV again. We're going to get Ryder Hilsebeck, I believe. Yeah, Hilsebeck for Boone. So Pleasant Valley gets the victory in that JV match. We got the heavyweight JV. Eli Good versus Jackson Hurlich. So Pleasant Valley will get the pin there in the last JV match of this one, and here we go. Easton Landis will step out there for Boone. It will be Lucas Reeder for Pleasant Valley, returning state qualifier. He won his first round matchup down there in Des Moines last year and lost the rest of them, but still a very tough opponent for Landis in his third career matchup here in high school, as the captains will go out there. And what do you think about this one, Max? Who do you think can get it done?
Oh, it will be a tough one here for Landis. He does have a lot of achievements he's made in the AAU, but high school can be a lot different, especially if you've made state, a lot more experience. And Landis has had 2 really short matches, so he might have a lot still left in him. See how this one goes.
Yeah, overall, his teams here, these are even teams. Pleasant Valley returns more state qualifiers than Boone, 6-4. Yeah, 6-4. 6 state qualifiers returning for Pleasant Valley, 4 for Boone. But looks like it's going to be a really, really fun matchup here tonight, and a nice way to cap off this quadrangular. Let's get it started. Well, this is going to be a big one for Landis here. Pleasant Valley as a team opened up the season last night, a 1-0 or victory to move to 1-0 against Davenport Central in a dual meet. So they're the only team here that's had matches other than tonight, as Landis and Reeder will get us going here in this one. Quick hand fighting from both of these guys. Landis takes a shot off to the right and they spin around. Landis another shot, Reeder on the attack. Landis trying to fend it off. Reeder with net control here. Landis will back away. These little guys can scrap. A lot of hand fighting here, 30 seconds in, still nothing. Shot from Landis, almost had one, but gets away to Reeder as he's backed off now. Landis another opportunity, couldn't quite get one there, but he's been the aggressor so far. Now Reeder on the attack. Looking for control here. Minute into this match, it's been a lot of fighting between these two. Oh, shot from Reeder has a leg. Landis trying to fend it off. Still nothing. Landis trying to spin out of it. A nice move there, but Reeder has his leg up high. He will almost kick it out. Landis spinning out of bounds. A nice play by Easton Landis, and that gets the crowd up. Easton Landis, tremendous play to evade that one, get off the mat, and keep it 0-0. 44 seconds now to go in the period. Reeder has become more aggressive as this match has gone on, but Landis has been able to fend it off. Now these two locked into each other. Landis is going to push off and away. Back in, Landis will slap the mat, come back up. 15 to go in period 1. Staying in neutral here, and it looks like these two are going to let it go to the second period at 0-0. Even matchup so far. What do you think about this one, Max?
Yeah, they haven't really got anything at all, both of them, besides that one right out to the side. But then besides that, nothing's really happened in this one.
Yeah, Landis did a really nice job there to get away from it. Here he's going to take bottom here, so an opportunity to get the 1 point on the board on an escape. Reeder's going to try to ride on top. Reeder been fairly good on top here in the first 10 seconds. Landis hasn't been able to make anything happen. Reeder almost had him turned. Dangerous one there, Landis to his sitting position. He will spin around, and Landis will get to his feet on the escape point. 1-0, Easton Landis, he gets a takedown. Easton Landis off the mat, and what a play there. He's gonna come back to the center on top, and the crowd gets excited for that one. Wow. What a takedown by Easton Landis on the edge of the mat. Minute 22 to go in the second period. It's 4-0 Landis in a match where I don't think he would be favored. And now everybody on the Boone side, a lot of energy. Landis will drive him back down onto the mat. Reeder will stand up and get out of it. Gets his first points on the board. It's 4-1. And we are back to neutral. 1 to go in the second. Shot from Reeder. Landis will fend it off. Standing in one spot for a while now. Under 40 to go in the second period. A lot of hand fighting here between these two. Reeder pushing forward. Shot from Reeder. Fended off by Landis. Back to their feet. 20 seconds to go. Driving off the mat. How can Landis get this one done in the third, Max?
Yeah, he just needs to keep doing what he's doing. Maybe try to get in another, like, what he did in the first period with that takedown. Try to get something similar to happen with that, as that has been going the same way in the second period as it was in the first. Shot
from Reeder. Then and Landis both almost flipped it on him, but we are going to go to the third here. Landis 4, Reeder 1. High-powered matchup here to start this one off. This is going to be a big third period and kind of set the tone for the match. Reeder will start on bottom, so Landis going to attempt to ride. An escape from Reeder would make it 4-2 and give him a takedown away from tying the match, or taking the lead. Reeder to his feet immediately. He will get out of it. It's 4-2. And we're going to go neutral for the next minute 55 or so. Hand fighting, standing still, both of these guys. Working towards the edge of the mat. Reeder going to push him back to the center. Landis has the inside positioning. Going to break off each other and now look to take shots. 30 seconds in. Landis' shot won't go anywhere. But I like the aggressive. There's a shot from Reeder. He gets a leg of Landis, but he is fending it off so far. Landis to the air. Reeder still with the leg. Nothing called. Nothing as Reeder trying to get it. Still nothing. Still nothing. Easton Landis doing a great job to fend off this takedown. What a spin from Landis to get out of it. How about that one? 1 minute remaining. Easton Landis has been tremendous on defense so far tonight. Shot from Landis, nowhere. Reeder will fend it off. 45 seconds remain. Shot from Reeder. Landis backing off. Now Reeder is pushed off the mat by Landis. No stall call, but they wanted it on Reeder. Pleasant Valley going to give him some words. 36 seconds away is Easton Landis from taking around. Shot from Reeder, nowhere. Landis has a leg. 30 seconds remain. Just trying to ride this one out. Cannot let Reeder get positioning. 20 seconds. Reeder trying to do something. He's going to almost get it out. Landis not down to the ground yet. Trying to fend off this last one. 13 seconds. Down to 10. Landis with a leg up in the air. He's got to bounce around for 7 seconds. Down to the ground. Landis going to get positioning. 2, 1, nothing. Landis gets it. What a match by Easton Landis. And the Pleasant Valley bench is not happy. They wanted 3. They don't get it. And Easton Landis gets an upset victory to start off this one. Wow. How about that one, Max?
Yeah, almost had him. Maybe a few more seconds. Reeder might have got the win. But Landis holds him off for just how long he needs him and gets the win.
Yeah, Spartans coach immediately going to come get some words as we look ahead now to 113. It's Aiden Harris, the freshman of Boone, against against Liam Fitzgibbon of Pleasant Valley. This is a very good wrestler, Fitzgibbon. He won 3 matches at 113 last year for Pleasant Valley. He beat Mason Ostanek of Boone last year in the state tournament, but now he'll look to face Aiden Harris in this one as Boone gets a quick decision victory to make the team score 3-0. These guys scrapping at each other to start this one. How about the energy in that first one? This is going to be setting the tone for what looks like to be a great duel tonight. Shot from Fitzgibbon, nothing. Harris almost had him flipped around. He'll stay at neutral. Harris to the mat. Shot from Fitzgibbon. Harris backing off the mat. They're going to call off and go back to the middle neutral. Aiden Harris has scrapped so far as he's very outsized in this one. Not on weight, but definitely in height. Fitzgibbon, a guy that's a lot taller than him. Shot from Fitzgibbon. He gets a leg. Harris trying to fend him off. Harris with a leg up into the air now. Trying to bring him down to the ground is Fitzgibbon. He will not. Harris gets out of it. And now he's rolled off the mat, and it's going to be 3 for Fitzgibbon to open up the scoring. Working on the edge of the mat. Not off yet, and now he is. 51 seconds remain in the first period. It's 3-0 Fitzgibbon of Pleasant Valley over Harris of Boone. Back again here, 50 seconds. Harris immediately rolled to his side. Fitzgibbon doing a good job to keep him down on top. Harris is rolled and he's getting counted down for near fall. He'll come back to his stomach. Still kind of rolled. Now he's really rolled. And Fitzgibbon is going to be really close to getting the pin here. Really, really close. Pleasant Valley coach calling for it. He got it. Liam Fitzgibbon gives a little finger to the Boone crowd and gets the pin there to make it 6-3 in favor of Pleasant Valley. And the team scores. Harris, the freshman, gave great effort there. We look ahead now at 120. Mason Ostanek for Boone, the state qualifier of last year. 2-time state qualifier will face Liam Dunlay of Pleasant Valley, a guy taking the 120 spot here in between 2 state qualifiers at 13 and 26. And Ostanek is going to look to get those 6 back here for Boone. Hand fighting here is both of them looking for positioning. Down to the ground, Ostanek will get 3. Nice one from Mason Ostanek, and now he rolls him, and as Dunlay tries to get away, he runs to the edge of the mat. Ostanek still with him down as he almost had him in near fall positioning. There's the escape point for Dunlay to make it 3-1. Working on the edge of the mat. Ostanek did a lot of his work on the edge of the mat in his second match, and we're going to go back to the middle. Minute 10 to go. 3-1 for Boone. Shot from Dunlay. Has a leg of Ostanek, but fending it off nice is Mason. Now Mason over his head of Dunlay. Odd position for both of these guys. He's going to try to flip over his back. Won't do it. Still nothing. Mason doing a really nice job. He gets Dunlay to the ground now, and he'll come back up to his knees. 3 for Dunlay. A nice play to take his patience and get 3 there. Brings him back down to the ground. Scoreboard issue here.
I thought it was 4-3.
Yeah, they gave the 3 to Mason, not Liam Dunley. So 4-3 Dunley in the lead here. Going to period 2. Ostanek gonna start bottom. Looking to get the escape point and tie this match back up. And we are off. Ostanek being driven around the mat. Trying to get to his feet. One leg up. Being driven close to the edge of the mat here. As it's just forward pressure the whole way from Liam Dunlay. Ostanek 2 feet to the air. Now he's back to a knee on the ground. Being driven farther out of bounds. Looking for a roll is Dunlay. Won't get it. Ostanek got back up and he was knocked to the ground after they called out of bounds. And Ostanek almost had a escape point there, but he's going to go back to down. What do you think Mason can do here, Max?
Just try to get this escape right here first, and then maybe try to just get it from there, and maybe even try to go for another takedown and get some more points.
Yeah, you get out of this and tie back up, and you got a whole new match. You're basically 0-0, even though it's 4-4 if he gets out of this. But Dunlay doing a nice job on top so far, is taking the majority now of this period, as there's 50 seconds-ish to go. On top, Mason being thrown around the mat. Mason with positioning on him now. Still a leg from Dunlay, and he's got him over his head again. And not a position that Mason benefited from last time, as that's when he got the takedown. He's going to try to get out of this now. They get off the mat, and they're going to go back to center with Dunlay on top. With 22 seconds left, and you really need to get out of this before the period here on short clock. Here we go. Mason rolled. Got up, got out, he gets one, and we're tied. Back down to the ground. Fending it off is Ostanek. 10 seconds to go in the period. Ostanek still fending it off. Getting drove towards the edge of the mat. Nothing. Now he'll get 3. Wow. Liam Dunlay gets 3 to end period 2. He'll go up 7-4 going into the third, and not a good sequence of 10 seconds for Ostanek, as he got out of it and was immediately thrown back down. Ostanek's going to start on top and try to make something happen on top here. I mean, down 3. If it wasn't 3, I would think you let him out and try to fight this neutral. But yeah, he does that anyway now. Down 4, and it's going to have to be a lot of points in this last minute 45 for Mason. What do you think about this one, Max?
Yeah, Mason needs to start taking some shots, maybe try to narrow this gap that he has. At least try to get it within 1.
Yeah, he looks tired out there every time they blow that whistle. He's on the ground for a few more seconds, catching his breath. So, first meet, I guess, of the season. Maybe little not quite as conditioned as you are mid-season, but gonna need a fight here for the last minute 15. Find something. Dunlay has a leg they're going to call off, as Mason was in tough positioning there. Minute 10 to go. Gonna have to make something happen here. Shooting immediately is Ostanek. Going from neutral, minute to go. Got to make something happen. Ostanek to his knees, now back up. Shot from Dunlay will get a leg of Ostanek. Over his head for the third time, and he's not benefited from it. Now he has one leg, and Ostanek back to his knees. 30 seconds left. Really short clock, and this one's becoming more unlikely by the second for Mason. They give 3 there. Up 7, and now you do not want to surrender any more points and make this a major decision. Give them another team point. Gonna call it. You got 8 seconds left. Mason just needs to ride bottom the whole way and not make this a 8-point game. Blood time here. So we're getting cleaned up here, and we're going to go back. Again, a 7-point match here, 11-4. So Mason just wants to take this and ride it out on bottom if he can, not allow any more points, but take the escape if he gives it to you here. 8 seconds left. You cannot surrender any more points and make this a major decision, because team score is going to be a big one here, as this is going to be our most competitive meet of the night. We're going neutral. 11-5. Mason gets, so he gets one escape point. And that is going to be the match. Ostanek drops it to Dunlay. 11-5. And Pleasant Valley makes it 9-3 now in team score. We go to 126, Isaac McLeod for Boone, and Carson Pulver for Pleasant Valley. Won 2 matches at 120 at state last year, so this is a really tough matchup for McLeod, and Boone could get down in team points early. What do you think about this one, Max?
Yeah, McLeod just needs to stay in it, make sure he doesn't lose too many team points. If he does, I keep it as close as possible to keep him in this match.
Yeah, definitely don't want to get pinned or teched, but even avoiding a major decision would be big. 3-1 right there. Quick and easy. Makes it back to neutral here. A lot of scrapping here from both of these guys. Shot roll, and McLeod is down for 3 to the way of Pulver. 6-1. McLeod getting rolled. Rolled to his back. To his back again. Really dangerous spot for him, and he's pinned. Carson Pulver gets the pin in 55 seconds. 15-3 way of Pleasant Valley right now. This is not looking good for Boone on the team score. We're going to go to 132. Camlin Lowry versus Cole Bernstein. Lowry has not won a match yet tonight. He's 0-2, but he put up a good fight against Sidney Walker of Webster City. So, again, keeping this out of major decision range or even tech or pin is going to be big team score-wise, but yeah, showing some good fight here is nice from Lowry. Get his headgear on here. Other met, Webster City leads 36-17 over Carroll. They're currently at 175. Lowry back out there, and we're going to get going. 132, the 5th match of the night here. Lowry aggressive early. A lot of scrapping here. Shot failed from Bernstein. Shot from Bernstein now. Gets a leg of Lowry. He is put to his butt. 3 the way of Bernstein. Now Lowry being drove around on his stomach. Rolled. Stays in it. 40 seconds in here. Bernstein trying to roam again. Nice of Lowry here so far to not get rolled to his side. He stays in it. Halfway through this first period, Lowry almost up. Driven back down to the ground onto his side. Gonna be 3 and 4 for an East Bend. 2 straight pins. And 3 so far in the night for Pleasant Valley. Is going to put this one 21-3. And now Boone is going to get into their better wrestlers here. We get A.J. Braddock against Jackson Themis of Pleasant Valley. And they forfeit, so Braddock doesn't get a chance to wrestle. He is going to get 6. We go to 144. Tate Hollenkamp against Gage Saldivar. So this one is a 12-point match. So Boone is 2 pins away if they get it there. And we're off here at 144. Hollenkamp driving him back quickly. He gets 3. Right on the edge of the mat. Tate Hollenkamp setting the tone early on that one. How about that, Max?
Yeah, really good. He just went straight at him, right out the whistle. And now we go into a stoppage.
Yeah, immediately, but timeout. But how about Hollenkamp driving straight at him, straight away, right on the edge of mat. It gets 3 and maybe more. So for Boone looking ahead, this next match is big. It's Owen Thomas against Soren Kasel, who won 2 matches at 132 last year at the state tournament. He's moved up to 150. He's preseason ranked number 5 in the state at 150. Back to this one, though. Hollenkamp will get on top and look to make something happen here. 8 seconds in. Pin here would be huge for the Doors. Hollenkamp looking to turn him. Almost lets him up. Back down to the mat. Gets him flipped. Getting points. Back down. It's going to be 4 tentatively. And it's going to be 4. Another blood stop. And it's going to be 7-0 on the near fall from Tate Hollenkamp. So 2 blood stoppages early as Gage Saldivar seems to be having some issue here. So even if you can't get the pin, you're up 7, you're over halfway to the tech fall, and that would be another big one for Boone. Maximum team points is what you need to be shooting for every single match here. Long stoppage here. What do you think they're thinking in their heads, Max?
Saldivar needs to stay in this one. Maybe needs to play a lot more defense, as Hollenkamp has got some few really good shots off, especially that very first one. Got him right down right away. And then maybe these blood stops need to slow down, as he's taking a lot of time from that currently.
Yeah, if you're Hollenkamp, you can't let the nerves get to you right now. You got to stay focused in. He says he's pacing on the side of the mat there. He's going to come. Saldivar's going to turn back to the mat. Now he's coming back. And We're going to go even longer. And there is a 5-minute blood stop timer before you have to forfeit, so they turned it off because they thought he was coming back out there, but now he will come back out there. Minute 16 to go in this first period. Hollenkamp early 7-0 lead. He's going to hop back on top. And going to be a big minute 16 left in this one. Hollenkamp immediately going to throw him back down. Hollenkamp looking to turn him here. Minute to go in this first period. Tate will let him back up. Looking for the mat return. Big one, he'll get it. Nice mat return from Tate Hollenkamp. Looking for the turn, getting him closer to his side. Stoppage again, he's bleeding again. Third blood stop. And his nose just won't stop. Another blood stop here.
This would be a really big win for Boone.
It would.
Or it is 9-21, so
Yeah,
they
you're
just
down.
need 2 more pins after if this one ends the way it's been going. Boone should be within 1 with Owen Thomas up, which that should be a good one with.
Yeah, against Kelsall. And then after that, Peterson against Grayson Willett, who went to state last year, would be another competitive one. And then I think you get a little more Boone-favored one against Brody Warwick at 65. 175 is a big one. Trent Eckert and Merritt Kelsall, but 2 guys jumping up from 150 last year to 175. So a lot of quality matchups so far. Looking ahead in this one, but this is a big swing matchup that Boone needs to get. Hollenkamp looking to turn him. 35 seconds to go in this first period, as it's taken a while. To his side now. Looking for the spin. Can't quite get it. Saldivar going to try to get back up, looking for another big mat. Return is Hollenkamp. He will pick him up and throw him down. 10 seconds to go in the first period. Saldivar trying to get out of it. They're going to say off mat. Wanted reversal point, 6 seconds. 6 seconds, and if you're Hollenkamp, I think you just want to get this one to the second period. Saldivar trying to get up. 3, 2. He'll not quite get out of it. Wow. Really nice by Hollenkamp to keep it together there and not allow the escape point. We're going to go neutral to start the second period. Hollenkamp going to hunt for more. He got that takedown right away, and he rode him out the rest of the period. We'll see what they do now neutral, as they haven't been there in a while. Hollenkamp, a shot. Goes nowhere but drives him back. Now a shot from Saldivar has Hollenkamp rolled. Saldivar rolling him, or Hollenkamp rolling him back. Looking to spin around for 3. Can't get it. Now it's going to be 3 in way of Saldivar on the edge of the mat towards the Boone bench. 3-7 now, minute 33 to go in this second period. We'll see first time for Saldivar on top tonight. He's going to try to drag him back onto the mat. Now he's going to say off the mat, and that's really nice. Play by Saldivar. And he's going to take neutral. He's looking for points here, but Saldivar let him up, but only let him up off the mat to go back to middle. Shot from Hollenkamp. Double leg takedown. 3. Not. Wow. No 3 call. Wow. Wow, no 3 call there. No takedown on that one. They say he was off the mat before he had it. Each of them have an ankle now. Nothing, says the referee. Hollenkamp in a bad position now. A lot of yelling from the crowd on this one. Hollenkamp, and they say 3 towards red of Pleasant Valley at 6-8. 6-8. Tate Hollenkamp still up. 45 seconds to go, second period. Hollenkamp in a bad spot. Hollenkamp in a really bad spot. Then he got pinned. Wow. Wow. Gage Saldivar gets a huge pin to make it 27-9, and looking ahead to Owen Thomas. Now he almost has to win this one to give Boone a shot. What do you think, Max?
Yeah, if Owen Thomas can get 6 more here, keeps him in it, but Boone does struggle when they come up in weight after Trent wrestles, so they're going to need all of these to win here if they want a shot at it.
Yeah, heartbreaker there for Hollenkamp. He was up 7-0 early, and I think the blood stoppages benefited Saldivar more than they did Hollenkamp. But now Thomas and Kelsall will go. This is a highly touted matchup. Kelsall won 2 matches at state last year, and Thomas is going to roll him. Looking for 3. Got to get his head out of there. No, Thomas in a bad spot. Still no 3. Now he'll get it. 3 call Owen Thomas. What a nice one. He has been tremendous on the night. Almost had him rolled. Owen Thomas had a big one in his first match against Rowan Gardner, and now looking to bounce it back up with Kelsall. Minute through this first one. Back to the ground is Kelsall. Just throwing him back to the mat as he tries to get to his knees. Rolling him now. Looking for points. Looking for it. Nothing yet. And now he's going to roll back. 40 seconds to go in this first period. Working on the edge of the mat. .30 seconds now. Looking for a stall call as the Boone crowd on Kelsall. Thomas trying to get into a cradle-ish position. Kelsall does have the ankle of Thomas. He'll let go of it. And they'll say call there as his face moves into the mat. We're going to go back to center. Owen will start on top. 12 seconds to go. A lot of yelling from this Boone crowd and bench. Wanted him the call both ways. Thomas will immediately throw him back down in bad position. Looking for the call. Still nothing. And the Boone crowd is on their feet. They'll finally give him 3, 4 on the near fall to end the first period. Nice one there from Owen Thomas. Got it at the buzzer. And it's going to be 7-0 going into the second. Really nice there. Thomas will start down. Escape puts you up 8, and you're already in MD territory. That would be big. No, we're going to go to neutral. So Thomas up 8. You would love to make this 15 on the tack or get a pin here, but a win is a win no matter what. There's a shot from Kelsall. He'll back off, and he's been backing off the whole night. Stall call hasn't been given yet, but there's been a lot of want for it. What do you think here, Max?
Yeah, Thomas has just been doing a lot to him and really getting them in bad positions. Almost had a pin there at the end.
Yeah, Kelsall will get quick. 3. Thomas gets out of it to 1. Another shot from Kelsall. 3-9 your score now. Minute 25 to go in the second period. Arm fighting here, Thomas with the positioning, but still fighting. Let's say stalemate. We're going to go back neutral. And here we go, a minute 11 to go. A lot of hand fighting. There's Kelsall on the advantage. He'll take a shot. Thomas has him down. No points yet, as Thomas almost had him in near fall position. Thomas is rolled. He's in a really bad position. 3 towards Kelsall. Thomas trying to avoid the pin. He's going to get back to his stomach, and really nice there. Wow. They gave 3 again to make it 9-9. 40 seconds to go, second period. Boone crowd wanting a stall call on Kelsall. They still don't give it to him. Thomas going to come to his feet. There he gets the escape. It's 10-9. Kelsall trying to roll him. Thomas has him down and wanting a three. He needs to get his head out. Thomas is rolled again. Kelsall not quite back on top. No three yet. No three yet. 9 to go. They didn't give the. They didn't. No call yet on three. And this second period is going to go into the third 9-9. And the Boone bench is not happy about that one. What do you think in this third, Max? 9-9, here we go.
Thomas had him twice. Did he now get the points?
I don't. Ref is going to go talk.
Got 3.
They say no three. No three, so it's 9-9 still. Here we go. 2 minutes to go. A lot of energy in this building right now. Owen Thomas looking to upset Soren Kelsall, number 5 in the state, and a 2-match winner at state last year. Thomas just a freshman. 20 seconds in, we've had nothing. Shot from Kelsall. Driven back. 3 towards Kelsall. Thomas in a bad spot. Not what you want to see there. Minute 25 to go. Thomas just got to get out of this. He's being driven around. You can't give him the near fall count yet. Owen doing a really nice job to stay. Owen gets back to his knees. The applause of the Boone crowd. Minute 10 to go. Got to make something happen if you're Owen Thomas. Kelsall doing nothing. Should be a stall call, really. Owen Thomas back to his feet. You got to give him one on the escape. They don't give it to him. Back to the knees. 45 seconds left. Thomas has got to make something happen here. Stalemate, we're back to the middle. .40 seconds left. Boone crowd bringing the energy here. Thomas has got to get out of this and get a takedown to take the lead. Clock working against them here. 30 seconds is it now. Looking more and more unlikely as the time ticks. 19 seconds. Nothing called yet. Thomas grabs a leg. He's getting a count now for near fall. Thomas back to it. Boone crowd wants a 2. 3. No, they called 2 on the reversal. Oh. But that's going to be it. Soren Kelsall by decision makes it 39. Up by 21 is Pleasant Valley, and we have 6 matches left, and this is looking a lot more unlikely for Boone here. What fight by Owen Thomas, though. At 157, Ashton Peterson and Grayson Willett, a state returner in Willett here, and another one that Peterson has to get after Owen Thomas dropped a hard-fought victory, but credit to him on the fighting there. Dropped a hard-fought loss. A lot of head fighting here. Yeah, and still nothing here for these two. And if you're Boone, you've dropped 1, maybe 2 or 3 matches that you should have won. Ostanik, 1 returning from state. He dropped it as he gets a leg, and Peterson is driven down. That's 3 towards Willett. But, yeah, Mason dropped it, and then Owen a hard loss. Tate Hollenkamp a hard loss. Aiden Harris a hard loss. So 3 guys for Boone that contended in their matches, and if they go the other way, this is a very different match so far as Peterson is working towards the edge of the mat, down 3-0 on bottom. What do you think here, Max, as he has Peterson rolled?
Yeah, Peterson, they've really done really nothing this first part of this match, but they just got that takedown, and now they're back up.
Yeah, Peterson definitely needs to get out of this, and I like to see him get more aggressive after that, as he's almost rolled, but he does nice to get back to his positioning. Almost had him again. Did Grayson Willett. Willett still riding on top the other match. Webster City leads 39-20, so they've locked up that victory against Carroll as they're in 2:15 right now. That will be the period, 3-0. Willett leads it. He got it and rode it out the rest of the way. Willett will go bottom. Peterson on top, gonna look to make stuff happen. Peterson, as Willett really trying to get those hands unlocked. They're gonna call off the mat as Pleasant Valley coach yelling at the referee, not happy about something there. Here's Peterson again, looking to make something happen and get on the board first here. Willett was going to spin out of this. Peterson is really nice to stay in it. Willett might reverse it on him. There's going to be 2 there. Reversal for Grayson. Willett makes it 5-0. Willett still riding on top. Peterson has not been able to do anything on bottom here, Max. Now Peterson in a really bad spot, getting counted on near fall. It's going to be at least 4. For Willett is Peterson in another bad position. Trying to roll out of it the other way, and he got pinned. 36-9 your score. Boone down by 27. So Boone would have to get a pin in every single one of these last matches to take a 3-point team score lead in this, which means you can have 3 of these matches that you tech fall them or something like that, but you've got to make 20. You got to make a lot of points back quickly here. 27-point game. Here's Brody Warwick against Jackson Whitcomb. Whitcomb, not ranked guy, didn't make the state last year, so Warwick is going to look to score every single point he can here and look to pin him. Warwick 2-0 on the night. He lets him up, and he immediately goes back at him towards the edge of the mat. Oh, has him in a bad spot. Gets 2, 3, and 4. It's going to be 4 on the near fall. We're going to come off the mat. He'll get 4. It's 7-1. No way they gave him 1 there. Oh, yeah, they did on the escape. Never mind. So 9-1 as he let him up there that first time. But you really want to pin him and get that 6 points instead of 5. He's going to roll him and be really close to it. You don't want to do this too fast and tech him. That's going to be another 4. 13-1. 12-point match, and another 4 means this one's all up and done. Less than a minute to go. What do you think, Max?
He needs to keep him on the ground. He can't let him up and get another takedown on him. If he does, that'll end it. And then it's only 5. They need 6 right here.
Yeah. So thought about He just keeps a hand on that. He'll get the escape. A huge shot there. Nice play. To get back to his stomach, but another 3 makes it 14, and 1 more point does this one in. .30 to go in this first period. Warwick looking for the takedown up next. This Trent Eckert for Boone against Merrick Kelsall of Pleasant Valley, but a nice mat return there. Thinking about letting him up, and he doesn't, and now he just rolls him again, looking for a pin. And they'll say the 2. And that's a tech fall.
Almost had that pin on
Yeah,
that
really like
right
a
at
pin
the
there,
end.
but you get 5, and you make this 14-36. And it's 22-point match now. And 4 matches left for Boone. Trent Eckert gonna need a big one here. Merrick Kelsall, number 12 in the state, at 175. He won a match at state last year at 150. Trent Eckert also a guy at 150 last year. They did not face each other at the state tournament, but both of them jumping up to 175, and this is gonna be a huge match. Eckert on the advance early. They say he was off the mat, so we're gonna go back to center. Eckert being the aggressor so far. Almost has Kelsall. He gets a leg. Looking to put him down. Looking for wrist control as Kelsall to win this one back. Eckert still with a leg. Now he'll get him down to the ground. Nothing yet. Nothing yet. Still nothing. And they'll say off mat. As the match has concluded on the other side, Webster City's going to win it. But here's Eckert now, looking to go after Kelsall at 0-0. There's a shot for Eckert. He gets a leg. Kelsall gets his ankle on the backside. And now Eckert rolling. Eckert needs to get his head out and get 3. He does it. It's going to be nothing yet. Wow, no call. Now you got to give it to him. Finally gets a 3 call. Referee very, very hesitant to give him it there. 35 seconds to go in the first period. 3-0 Trent Eckert over Merrick Kelsall. Kelsall trying to reverse this on him. He will. That's 2. And it's 2-3. 36-14 the team score. Boone needs to make some stuff happen in this last 4 or 5. Eckert working towards the edge of the mat, trying to get this period out and done. And that will be the first period. 2-3, Trent Eckert leads. He's going to stay bottom to start the second, I believe. No, we're going to go neutral. So, no, Kelsall will take bottom, so Trent's going to get on top and try to make something happen here. Last time, Kelsall reversed it on him and got the 2. Kelsall trying to get up. Eckert fighting him. Now he almost had him in a bad spot. Kelsall has a hand in there. Locked hands call on Eckert, and it's going to be 1 point towards Kelsall. That's quite the call there. Quite the call. So Eckert will come back on top, but 1 point to Kelsall, will tie it at 3. Eckert looking for the big mat return, he got it. And now Kelsall trying to reverse this on him. He will, and it's 2, and it's 5-3. Kelsall. Eckert's been reversed twice on top. Now Eckert in a bad spot. Almost, now he's getting counted down. He's trying to roll the other way. Eckerd cannot get pinned here. Really trying to fight out of it here. It's going to be at least 4 anyway on the near fall. Eckerd rolling one way and the other. Almost out of this to his side. Flips his hips back. Now he'll get back to his stomach. Ref not going to give him 4 in the near fall yet. Now he will. 9-3 your score. Almost has Eckerd rolled again. Yep, good call there. So, call going to bring us back to center with Kelsall on top, but Eckerd down 6. How do you think Eckerd can come back, Max?
I just think he needs to stay on the. He can't get rolled. He got in a really bad spot. He got rolled over on that last one. Can't let something like that happen. You need to stay in the good position. Try to get him down for a pin, as they really need one right now.
Yeah, this is basically your last hope of anything getting a pin or attack here as Kelsall continues to ride him on top, and Pleasant Valley definitely a team that's been hesitant to make any moves on top. A lot of their guys are not doing anything, and ref has not gave any stall calls yet, though. So, under 10 to go in the second period. Kelsall is going to ride him out, and Eckerd's going to have to make all kinds of things happen in the third. We're going to call off the mat, and that's going to be the period. Eckerd goes neutral. 9-3. Eckerd going to try to find his way back into this one, 2 to go. Shot from Eckerd there. He gets on top. No 3 call. And they're off the mat. Eckerd looked to make something happen. Minute 30 to go. Gotta turn the tide on this one. There's 3 for Kelsall. 12-3. And Eckerd has really been dominated so far in this match. Eckerd did not win any matches at state last year, and Kelsall won 2. They were at the same weight, so kind of a thing where Kelsall was better last year, and he looks to be better this year so far. 12-3 your score. 50 seconds to go in the third period, and this one would officially put away Boone in the team score and give the dual score to Carroll. If this holds, is 12-4, 37 seconds. Eckerd just gotta shoot. There's a shot from Eckerd. He gets a leg. Kelsall defends it perfectly. Kelsall backing off. He'll get 3. 15-4, you're up 11. And it's major decision with 15 seconds left. That would be 4 towards Pleasant Valley to make it 40-14. And it looks like that will happen. Kelsall defeats Trent Eckerd by major decision, 15-4. 40-14 your team score. And so a 36-point match here. So Pleasant Valley has locked up this duel. So Boone is going to go 2-1 in this one, as we've got 3 matches left, but Boone's going to go 2-1 on the night. And Carpenter is not going to wrestle for Boone, so it's going to be a forfeit there.
Boone might be forfeiting the remainder of them.
Could be.
It looks like it.
Yeah, with Niram and Stevens, 2 guys who haven't won any matches, and then at heavyweight for Pleasant Valley, it's Dane Cox, who's number 5 in the state, so I don't think you wrestle him, as that will do it. It's going to be, let's see, 46, 52. 58-14 your final. Boone gets a few wins by way of Easton Landis, AJ Braddock, and Brody Warwick. So Landis made a huge showing in his debut for the Doors High School team. Here he goes 3-0. Braddock also went 3-0. Warwick went 3-0. Did anybody else? I don't think. So Boone had some good showings tonight, but couldn't make it happen. So Pleasant Valley 3-0 tonight. Boone 2-1. Webster City 1-2. And Carroll goes 0-3. So we thank you for watching tonight. We couldn't make this happen without our viewers. And we'll see you tomorrow night for Varsity Boys, JV and Varsity Boys basketball against Woodward Academy.